Hey, what's going on, my bearded beasts? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake, and we are on episode 5 of our Pokemon Leafgreen Let's Play. So, in the last episode, we went through Route 4, went over some new Pokemon that we could find there, did some battling, and we evolved our Squirtle into a Wartortle. And in this episode, we're going to go through this dungeon, Mount Moon. So, as we enter Mount Moon here, there are 3 floors here on Mount Moon. But there are 4 new Pokemon that we can actually find in this area. So I'm going to put those bios on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys after the bios. Alright guys, so we're here for the Pokemon bios for Mount Moon. So here in Mount Moon, you can find Zubat. It is a flying poison type, and at level 22, it will evolve into Golbat. Taking a look at its stats, Golbat is not a bad Pokemon. It's got very balanced stats all around, I would say. You know, good attack, good defenses, you know, good speed, good HP. I mean, it's a pretty good Pokemon. If it had its final evolution, it doesn't actually have its final evolution in this game because its final evolution was released in the game after this. I would definitely recommend getting this Pokemon. But even Golbat itself is not too bad of a Pokemon. I just think, based on its stats, it could get outclassed by other flying types. I mean, if you look at my Hawkeye, it's got more speed, more attack, and relatively same defenses and stuff like that. So, Golbat's not too bad, but if it had its final evolution, Crobat, I would definitely recommend getting this Pokemon. Okay, now looking at Geodude. Geodude is a rock ground type Pokemon. At level 25, it will evolve into Graveler, and then through the trading mechanic on this game, you can actually evolve it into its final form, Golem, and you can do this at any point. It doesn't have to be a certain level or anything like that. Taking a look at Golem, Golem is a good Pokemon. It's a great defensive wall. You know, that defense is crazy high, and its attack's also very good, and its HP is not too bad. But its special defense lets it down, and its speed lets it down, which isn't too bad. I think this Pokemon is not awful. I just think that having a quad weakness to grass and water type, along with having a weakness to ice type, to fighting type, to steel type, this Pokemon's got a lot of weaknesses. So I just think having the quad weakness to water and grass kind of hinders this Pokemon, but if you wanted to use one, I don't think it's that bad of a Pokemon, to be honest with you. If you were to catch one, I would definitely recommend getting the ability Rockhead, but I'm not going to pick one up for my team. Okay, guys, so now we are here for Paris. Paris is a grass bug type, and at level 24, it will evolve into Parasect. And looking at Paris, and looking at Parasect's final stats, it's got good attack, it's got decent defenses, but 60 HP and 30 speed just it makes this Pokemon not that good. And with it being quad weak to fire and flying, this Pokemon's just not that good. I wouldn't recommend using it for your team. I would recommend catching a Paris for an HM slave, which is good. Its ability is not too bad. When a Pokemon makes contact with it, you know, you have a 10% chance of it being paralyzed, poisoned, put to sleep. Its ability is not bad, but this Pokemon just in general, it's not very good. I would not recommend using this for your team. And now for our last Pokemon, we have Clefairy, which is a pure normal type Pokemon, and it will evolve with a Moonstone into Clefable. Looking at their stats, the stats for Clefable is not that bad. Its HP is good, it's got good special attack, it's got good special defense. Speed's a little slow, but you know, for a special defensive wall on this game, it's not actually that bad of a Pokemon, I don't believe. You know, it's got good attack, like I said. If it had its subtype of Fairy, as it gets whenever the Fairy type was actually introduced, this Pokemon becomes so much better. And also, I think in the Generation 4, when they finally did the physical special split, you know, into where the move is either physical or special, not based on type, I think I think Clefable got better too. But I still don't think it's that bad of a Pokemon in this game. I could definitely see people picking it up if they needed like a special defensive tank, and you know, they wanted something a little different. Not a bad normal type, but since we already have one, I'm not really going to pick this Pokemon up for my team. And that's going to do it for all the bios on Mount Moon. So I'll see you guys back in the gameplay. Alright guys, so we're back from the bios, and we are here in Mount Moon. Now, did I... Wait a second. Did I do what I wanted to do? I didn't do what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna cut, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back in Mount Moon, and what I meant to do before we actually came in here is buy some repels so that we can use them to avoid wild Pokemon, of course. So if you come over here to the left as soon as you enter the dungeon, you get TM09, which is Bullet Seed, which is very helpful. And then we have a guy up here that we can battle. Suspicious men are in the cave. What about you? I wonder what suspicious men are in the cave. Bugcatcher Kent, he's going to send out a Weedle. We're just going to battle this thing with our newly evolved Wartortle. And I actually wanted to apologize. I accidentally said Route 4 at the beginning of this video. We actually went through Route 3, so that is my fault. I'm getting my episode numbers and my routes mixed up, which is my fault. So we're going to use Water Gun here on this Kakuna, and actually one-shots it. Wow, that evolution really made Aquaman a lot stronger, which is very nice. Yep, I did get you, buddy. And if we come over here to the left, we actually find a Paralyze Heal, or a Parlyze Hill, as it says in this game. Oh goodness! Now we're gonna battle this girl. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. So last Iris, she's gonna have a Clefairy, which is actually one of the Pokemon that we can find here. A very rare Pokemon that we can find here. Only at 1% being on this floor, but it is what it is. Just gonna double slap us. Aquaman's gonna take that like it is no tomorrow. Barely even hurt him. And we're just gonna keep water gunning this fairy here. She's gonna growl. Doesn't affect us because guess what? We're using a special move. And we'll get rid of this Clefairy here. It's just gonna double slap us one more time. And it only hits 2 times, and we are going to tackle her into the death. We're going to tackle her into fainting, I guess is what it would be. And Aquaman is almost level 17, which is very nice. So, keep coming here to the right, we actually find a ladder. And here on the ladder, this is now Mount Moon, the bottom 1 floor. And on this floor, you can only find Paris at 100%. And as our repel wears off, I'm actually going to look for one. Not because I want one for my team, but because Paris is an excellent HM slave. I know, it sounds so bad. You're making a Pokemon your slave. Yeah. Well, this Pokemon can learn HM moves that I don't want to teach to my Pokemon because the moves suck. So, see if we can just catch it in a Pokeball. I don't want to attack it because I think I'm going to kill it with 1 hit. So I just kind of want to catch it in a Pokeball by itself. So if we could do that, that'd be nice. I don't want to waste all my Pokeballs either. 2, 3. Got it. Alright, perfect. Gotcha. Paris was caught. Added to the Pokédex, we can read what this says. It burrows to suck tree roots. The mushrooms on its back grow by drawing nutrients from the bug host. Okay, and we'll nickname this thing, and we'll just name it HM Slave. Boom. There we go. And we will put back on another repel. And now we're on the bottom of the second floor. And it looks like one of those suspicious men right there. Oops, sorry. One of those suspicious men right there. As we go over to battle him, we, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. So this is Team Rocket. And they are the evil, villainous group in this game. He's going to send out a Sandshrew, which we are going to water gun that. Excuse me. And we're going to take it out in one hit. So Team Rocket is kind of our foes in this game. They are, excuse me, up to no good. Aquaman grew to level 17. I'm going to send out Rattata, and we're going to throw out Hawkeye. Oh, an HM Slave actually has an item on him. I believe it's a tiny mushroom that they hold in the wild. Rattata, we will Gust attack you. And almost take it out as it's going to tackle us. Do a little bit of damage, but we're just going to quick attack, take this guy right on out. Hawkeye and Aquaman are getting very, very strong for this point in the game, but I think it'll be okay. It'll be fine. I think as we get later into the game, they won't be as critical hit, as terribly strong. And like 6 levels ahead or 5 levels ahead of other Pokemon. I think it'll be a little bit closer. So we took out our first Team Aqua Thug, and we're gonna switch to Hawkeye out in front. We're gonna actually take this item. It's a big mushroom. Excuse me, big mushroom. And we're gonna take this item down here, which is a star piece, which we can actually sell at shops for, or at the Pokemon Marts for a decent price. So we're just going to come back up through here, and we're going to put back on the correct scene. Okay, so yeah, we got Hawkeye out in the front. So if we go down this way, I actually want to battle this guy first. I don't want to battle that guy over there in the bottom left corner because Hawkeye isn't going to be very good against his Pokemon. So we'll take Hawkeye to battle this bug catcher because bugs against Hawkeye are too easy. It's going to send out a Caterpie, and we know everything that we're going to do. We're just going to gust all these Pokemon away to their death. As we get a critical hit, did not matter. It was going to one-shot him no matter what. Hawkeye gained more experience. Hawkeye is almost level 17, which is very nice for Hawkeye. So we just keep getting our Pokemon stronger and stronger. Almost makes you wonder if we will ever have a challenge. Another critical hit. Wow, that's 2 in a row. As Hawkeye's going to take down this Metapod here. And that Pokemon actually gets us to level 17 for Mr. Hawkeye. And he's going to send out a Caterpie. Instead of switching to Aquaman, I'm just going to have Hawkeye gust this thing into submission. And then we will switch Pokemon and let Aquaman battle for us. So there we go. Hawkeye took... Or... What am I trying to say? Hawkeye took care of this guy very easily. So I was trying to say, very easily, maybe very easy. We're going to switch to our guy Aquaman here, and we're going to run out of the repel. We'll put another one on real quick, and we will battle this guy so that we can get this item right over here. What? Don't sneak up on me. Dude, you were looking right at me. I didn't sneak up on you. You nerd. Super nerd Joven. That's like from the anime episode when Gary, or I think it's Gary, or it's... Yeah, I think it's Gary, or it might be somebody else, but they're like, Ash Ketchum, you nerd. Every time I think of the word nerd, I think of that episode when they say it. Ooh, and the Magnemite, it's going to be super solid. Magnemite is a Pokemon that we have not yet encountered. It is actually a Steel Electric type, which is why I didn't want Hawkeye out, because Steel is resistant to Hawkeye's attacks. So I wanted to throw out Aquaman as he's going to send out a Voltorb now, and we're just going to water gun as he's going to tackle us. Another Voltorb, another Pokemon we haven't found, an electric type. Very, very fast Pokemon. I think it's actually the fastest Pokemon in this game, Voltorb, and then its evolved form. Could be wrong about that, but I think it is. As Aquaman's almost level 18. Golly, Pokemon are just flying up in levels. And let's see what we get from this. We found one potion. Very nice. And then if we come down here, there's another item right here. And this is actually a rare candy. So what a rare candy does is you can give it to a Pokemon at any point, and it will actually grow them one level. And then we found an escape rope. So an escape rope will, if you use it, take you back to the beginning of the dungeon where you entered. Says this guy says, "Hi, I'm excavating for fossils under here in Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock of Pewter Gym lends me a hand." Very nice. So we've learned a little bit of information about Brock. Okay, so we're going to go this way. This girl is running around, and we're just going to run into her path. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Last, Miriam is going to send out an Oddish, or Oddish. I don't know if it's pronounced Oddish or Oddish. I think it's pronounced Oddish, but I could be wrong. We're going to tackle this thing as it's going to use Sweet Scent, which is just going to lower our evasiveness, which means that we're not going to be dodging moves as much, or basically it's just kind of like boosting their accuracy, as she actually has Absorb. I didn't know if this Oddish had a grass type move or not. Oh, it doesn't do that much damage, but she's going to recover a little bit of health. We're just going to tackle again, and she uses Absorb one more time. I think our next tackle will be able to take it out, as Aquaman is just taking those hits. Even though they are super effective, he is taking them very handily. And we're going to tackle one more time, take out the Oddish, and Aquaman's going to grow to level 18, which is very nice. And then she's going to send out a Bellsprout, which is another grass-type Pokemon. So we'll throw out Hawkeye here. We'll gust this thing. Should take it out in one hit. Hopefully. I mean, we're 6 levels ahead. Super effective hit. Yeah, can take it out in one shot. Good job from Hawkeye. Hawkeye gained a nice amount of experience, as Hawkeye is actually halfway to level 18. And we're going to switch back to Hawkeye very quickly, and we're going to actually heal up Aquaman because I don't want to run back to a PC. Oops. I go to bag. I will use some of these potions that we have because we have 5 of them. And I guess I might as well use one more just because you never know. Okay, so Aquaman's back at full health. And we're going to head down. There's another ladder right here. So this is, again, the second floor where you can only find Paris. And then as we go down this ladder, we're now on the third floor, or B2 floor. There's another Aqua guy here. So we have Hawkeye out. We're going to run over this way. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. I wonder what job you're doing in Mount Moon. There can't be anything too crazy that you're doing in Mount Moon. So this Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. He's going to send out a Zubat. We're going to just throw out our Hawkeye. And I did not mean to click tackle, but it'll be okay. As it's going to use Leech Life. This might do 1 health. Might. Yeah, it does 1. Okay. Okay, guy. Whatever you say. And we'll just quick attack, just because it'll let us go first no matter what. And we got a critical hit. It wasn't needed, but that's how all critical hits are. When you don't need them, you get them, right? And he's going to actually send out an Ekans. Okay, there's another Ekans that we have seen. This is our second one. Fun fact about Ekans' name, if you read it backwards, it is Snake. So, and then Arbok's name backwards, even though it's not spelled correctly, it is Cobra. Kind of funny. And it is going to Poison Sting us, and of course, it gets the poison. Always does. Always does. Oh, goodness. And we'll just quick attack one more time. Take it out. And I believe we have some antidotes to get rid of poison, because we do not want that affecting our Hawkeye. Another thing you can actually do with rare candies is if you have a Pokemon faint, you can use a rare candy outside of battle, and it will actually grow the level of the Pokemon, and it will give them 1 HP. So it's kind of like a revive in a way, too, which is a pretty nifty trick. So if we go over here in this rock, there's a hidden item that is an Ether. And Ether, what it does is it restores 10 PP to 1 selected move that you decide to use it on. So we're going to use another Repel. We've got 4 left. Hope that's enough to get me through this dungeon. Found TM46, which contains Thief. Now, TM46 is a Dark type move, and Dark type, as we recall in this game, is special. As I just put back on the correct floor bio that we are on. Okay, yeah, so we'll stick with Hawkeye. We'll battle this guy right here. And he says, "Did you come to explore the cave too?" Sorta. I'm kind of just on my way through, passing by, you know. Youngster Josh has a Rattata. My brother's name is actually Josh, so Pretty cool there. And we're just going to quick attack this Rattata, as Rattata also uses quick attack. And Hawkeye's going to take it out. This might get us to level 18. I'm not sure. Yes, it will. Very cool. So Hawkeye grew to level 18. Josh is going to send out another Rattata. We will switch to Aquaman. Okay, sending out another Rattata here. We're just going to water gun this thing away. If you guys would like me to, if you find these battles a little repetitive that I'm doing all the time, I can actually cut them out, except for like important battles or battles where we've seen new Pokemon or something like that. Just let me know down in the comments what you guys want me to do about these battles, because I'd like to show all the battles, but I can understand that at a certain point it takes up too much time of the video, which I get. Losing stinks. It's so uncool. That is true. That's why I never lose. And at level 18, our Hawkeye is evolving. Awesome. So let's see what he evolves into. Our beloved little Hawkeye. As we get this pretty cool evolution screen that we saw last episode with our Squirtle. And he evolves from a Pidgey into, as it'll show, a Pidgeotto. Very, very cool. So, let's take a look at his stats real quick before we get into the bio. Very good stats. See, a very good speed, and very good attack. Looks so cool. He's got like a little mohawk thing kind of going on. Okay, so I'll put up the bio for Pidgeotto real quick, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, so we're here for the bio for Pidgeotto, our newly evolved Hawkeye. As you can see, we are just refreshed about his stats. Good attack, great speed, and then pretty balanced stats all around. This Pokemon's actually very good for us. If you want to just see the little miscellaneous information, its height, its weight, there it is for you. Other than that, not much else to say. Let's get back into the adventure. Okay, guys, we are back. I just wanted to show you real quick that our current team screen, which is actually, whoops, that is out in the video. I will edit that real quick. Boom, look at that. Magic! We have updated it into now Hawkeye having his correct picture as he's being a Pidgeotto. Okay, let's get back into the game. We'll need to switch to Aquaman real quick. And we're going to go up this way. We find a hiker. Whoa, you shocked me. Oh, you're just a kid. Yeah, I think in this game you're 13 or 12, which is kind of strange to let a 13 or 12-year-old just kind of run around the region all by themselves, but hey, who am I to judge, you know? So we're gonna fight these rock ground types, being quite effective to our water type attacks. This is gonna be very easy, as he's just got, I believe, 3 Geodudes. I could be wrong on the last one. I think I'm actually wrong about the last one. I think his last Pokemon is a different Pokemon that we haven't seen yet, but I could be wrong. Could be just another Geodude. Might be thinking of another guy. Let's see, Aquaman almost level 19. And he's gonna send out Onix. Okay, no, so he has an Onix, but it's not a Pokemon that I was thinking about. Thought he had a Machop, but must be thinking of something else. And we're gonna take out this Onix, and Aquaman's gonna go to level 19. Easy as you like. Very nice. So Aquaman, what is he trying to learn? Bite. Ooh, that is a special move because it is dark, and I will actually learn it. I will get rid of Tail Whip. I like to keep Withdraw, or I'll keep Withdraw over Tail Whip because I'd rather have buffed defenses for myself than have an enemy's Pokemon defenses lowered. And we defeated Hiker Marcus. Wow, shocked again. This is true. This is true. We will switch to our newly evolved Hawkeye into the front, and we will head up. Before we go down the ladder, there is an item here, and that is 1 Moonstone. So, the Moonstone, if you caught a Jigglypuff or a Clefairy up to this point, you can now evolve them if you wanted to. Let me get the image correct. So now we're on the B2 floor, or B1 floor, excuse me. And then we're going to head down, and we are now on a B2 floor. Very nice. So, if we head up instead of straight away to the right here, as I use another repel real quick, we can find another item up here, which is a Revive, which is what we were talking about. So a Revive will revive a fainted Pokemon with half of their health. And it seems like we have more Rocket Grunts down here, just making sure that I switched Pokemon. Little kids shouldn't be messing around with grown-ups. It could be bad news. Listen here, buddy. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to beat you in this Pokemon battle, and you're going to go crying to your mama, okay? That's what's going to happen. As a Team Rocket Gun is going to send out a Rattata. And we get our first look at our Pidgeotto, our new Hawkeye, and our Quick Attack. Woohoo! Look at that damage. Almost takes out a level 13 Rattata with one hit. And Hawkeye's going to get some experience. And then he's going to send out a Sandshrew. Seen a lot of Sandshrews recently. It's our third one now. And it's going to scratch us. We're just going to keep quick attacking this thing. As it uses Scratch one more time, we will heal up our Hawkeye after this battle. Just to make sure that Hawkeye does not faint. So we take out the Sandshrew. To defeat Team Rocket Grunt. I am steamed. No. Good to know, buddy. Alright, let's heal up Hawkeye real quick with some potions. We will use 2 of them. Alright, now let us make our way down here, down this long winding corridor, excuse me, as we use another repel. We'll just keep that up, that way we don't have to run into any wild Pokemon, because I do not want to. Okay, another Rocket Grunt, yep, just making sure that we keep Hawkeye out. We, Team Rocket, shall find these fossils. Reviving Pokemon from them will earn us huge riches. So, they must be looking for fossils down here. And kind of like that guy said, he said he was going to be excavating for fossils. So there must be some down here, maybe. Or maybe this is just a hot spot for fossils. I don't know. We shall see. Gonna face another Rattata, level 13. Quick attack this thing right away. Almost take it out again. As this one goes, ooh, Hyper Fang. That's actually a very strong move for this early in the game. We'll just tackle this thing. And we will gain our experience. Almost to level 19 on Hawkeye, as he's going to send out a Zubat. We'll quick attack this thing again, because I believe quick attack's a little bit stronger than Gust. I could be completely wrong. Oh, as it's going to use Supersonic on us and confuses. So now we have a 50% chance of hitting. And if you hit yourself in confusion, like I did right there, you actually hit yourself with a physical move, but it has no type. So it's not like like a thunder or an electric type, excuse me, type attack that you hit yourself. It is solely just a physical typeless attack that you hit yourself with. As we break through confusion and use quick attack. So the Pokemon with higher attacks actually hurt themselves more in confusion, which is a good thing to know. As Hawkeye grew to level 19 here. Urgh, now I'm mad. I bet you are. Because you lost. Okay, switch back out to our War Turtle here. And I thought... No, it's right here. Okay, in this one, there's another Moonstone. That's where it is. And as we go up this way, we've got this scientist-looking guy. He says, hey, stop. I found these fossils. They're both mine. Whatever, buddy. Super Nerd Miguel. He's going to send out a Grimer, which is a Pokemon that we have not seen yet. This is a Poison-type Pokemon. And let's try out our new Bite attack. Bite actually has a 10% chance to flinch the Pokemon. As I'm talking about it, it actually happens. That's some good luck. Okay, so we take out Grimer there with Aquaman. And he's going to send out a Voltorb. We're just going to continue to bite things, I feel like. As it tackles and it misses. Oh, you missed. As we bite a critical hit. Jeez Louise, Bite has been very good for us. We've already gotten 1 flinch and 1 critical hit. Very nice, as Wartortle is about to get to level 20. And then he's going to send out a Coughing, which is another Poison-type Pokemon. This one is a bit more defensive than Grimer. Well, they're both a little bit defensive, just in different stats. But we'll go over those whenever we actually can finally find these Pokemon and see them. And we're just going to bite that thing into submission. And our Aquaman grows to level 20. Level 20, that is so strong. So strong. Pokemon are just gaining levels like crazy. And it's not like I'm even like fighting wild Pokemon or anything. So this guy says, we'll each take a fossil, no being greedy. Okay, so we have 2 fossils here. There's the Helix fossil and there is the Dome fossil. I'm going to take the Dome fossil just because. We'll actually go over what each of these fossils will revive into whenever we're actually able to revive the fossils, because you can actually revive the fossils into the Pokemon turn into fossils. So whenever we are able to do that, we'll go over those Pokemon bios. We won't go over them for right now. And right here by the ladder we find an antidote. We're going to go up this ladder here. And as you can see, again, only pairs that we can find here. And we go up one more time, and we are actually out of Mount Moon. So we are now on to Route 4. But before we do anything, or before we do anything else, and we go past Mount Moon, before we go past Route 4, excuse me, I cannot speak. We're going to stop the video here. So in the next episode, we will go through Route 4 and through the next city that we are actually about to come up. So if you guys did like the video, then please feel free to leave a like on it. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you like the content that I put out. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.